Hello, gamers. Jump scare. Jump scare indeed. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy day of wedness. Hello. How's it going? Also, I just noticed. The fuck is that doing there? That little heart hasn't been there previously. In my widget. And it is now. Who put that there? Who put that there? Since when did you art fight? Since 2020. I just haven't participated in a couple years. But yeah, that's there now. I don't know how to get. I don't know why that's there. If you guys abuse it, if you guys abuse it, I might take it away. I don't know how I'm gonna take it away. Maybe just like crop it. It's our emotional support widget. Okay, well don't spam it, Jared. Do not encourage it. Don't encourage it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well anyway, so we are here. I forgot I was streaming for a moment. And was just like zoning out and looking at stuff. Vector will eventually read that super.
I hope to do art fight in 2025.
Super Nova Blade, thank you for the super chat. Yes, so if you guys don't know what art fight is, it's basically an art trading game. There is a link to the about page in the description underneath the stream. So you guys can read that and it will give you all the information. All you really need to know is it's art trades. It's art trades. And so I've had an account for many years. I have only participated for one of those years because I am, how you say, a busy motherfucker. But I figured I should do, you know, at least a couple. So I am gonna do a couple. I have some characters bookmarked. I don't know how many we're gonna do. We're probably just gonna do like some very basic sketches, just some headshots. I'm not doing anything too fancy schmancy. And I'm not focusing on like revenges. I don't give a shit what team people are on. I am just drawing characters that I like the designs of from artists that I enjoy. And just cute characters. I'm very good at talking. But yeah, so basically, if you don't know what art fight is, you don't have to worry about it too much. All you really need to know is that I'm just gonna be sketching some other folks' OCs during this stream, and we're just gonna hang out. Hang on, I do need to calibrate my tuber real quick, though. There, I forgot to do that before the stream. There. Now I'm looking in the right direction. Wow. But yeah, so all you really need to know is we are just going to be drawing some other folks' OCs today's. Other folks who I follow on Art Fight, which is basically just other artists that I like and who have cute characters that I wish to draw. I'm just going to have some fun. I'm going to try and not be self-conscious about how messy my sketches are. And try to keep up with chat. Try to keep up with chat. But we all know that sketching streams mean that I can't look at chat as much. I have reference on my other monitor for the record. Can we see the original? I guess I can. I have it up in my little reference tab up here. Yeah, there we go. Look at this little guy. He's cute. His name is Cat. My headset died. One sec. Why do my headphones turn themselves off? But yeah, so this is who we drawing. This is a character who belongs to the artist. There's their @Trickster Air. I followed them on socials for a while, and I think their art style is very, very cute. And this is their D&D character. His name is Kaz, and I think he's cute. And The visual similarities to some of my own children does not go unnoticed. Maybe why I like this character so much. Anyway, don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. What? Don't judge me. I was about to say, shut up! Shut. Listen. Shut up. Jay, if you mock me, I'll ban your ass. I'll do it. Let me send your attacks in the server. I don't know if I'll post them in the server, but I will be posting them on my Artfight page, which is pinned at the top of the chat. So, Star has a type. I do sweet baby boys with pointy ears who do magic. I like cute little guys, okay? Leave me alone. I like cute little guys. There is no precedent for this whatsoever. Oh, I still have. Oh, so fun fact, guys. Guess who is a total power, what's like the power gamer but for artists, because that's me. I maybe perhaps I did this, maybe I drew 7 to 8 comic pages in just under a week. That may be a thing that I did and finished earlier today. Power drawer. That makes it sound like I'm in a wardrobe. I'm a power drawer. This is where I keep all my exercise equipment, in this drawer right here. How? Good question. Glad you asked. Why? Well, here's the thing. So for those who do not know, I happen to have this cool little thing. It's called a webbed comic, my beloved webcomic Cast-Off. And I usually prefer to update that comic twice a week. I like to post pages on both Mondays and also Fridays. However, recently, actually since the start of this year, I have been too busy prepping the comic for Kickstarter stuff, and basically all of my free time had to go into prepping the comic for Kickstarter stuff. So in order to, you know, I don't like these eyes, in order to try and save a little bit of time and, you know, like just, I'm very good at talking while sketching. I needed more time to work on the comic updates, or the updates for print, so that I could get my comic made into a heckin' book. And I was spending too much time on that, and so I was just like, okay, we're gonna go down to just 1 page a week for a little while. That will like half my workload, and it will make my life much easier. But it's been like that. We are now in month 7 of that. And I would prefer to go back to 2 times a week pages, because that means we get through the story faster and you guys don't have to wait so long between updates. And that makes me happy because it means that I get to see you guys scream twice as much. And that brings me joy on a personal level. However, the problem is that I like to keep my Patreon at 1 month ahead. And because we've only been updating once a week, the Patreon has only been 4 pages ahead for most of the year. However, now that I would like to go back to updating twice a week, that means the Patreon needs to be 8 pages ahead. And I like to be 8 pages ahead of the Patreon updates as far as like pages that I am actively drawing right now, because it makes me less stressed. The more pages I have in my buffer, the less stressed I am as a whole. So basically I was like, okay, now that I am pretty much done with Kickstarter stuff, I would like to go back to updating my comic more frequently. But in order to do that and be comfortable doing that, I need to restock my buffer. And then I drew 8 comic pages in 7 days. So that's what I've been up to. So here's the thing, is that like I would go back, like, just like, okay, pages are done. Put them on the
Physical book of
Patreon.
comic
Let's go.
lifestyle. Can't wait to get it and read it.
Yeah, Behorn, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, physical books. I just ordered the proofs today, so those should hopefully be arriving in the next couple of weeks. And then if the proofs look good, then I can send out for the final books to be printed, and I'm very excited about it. Are your hands okay? Yeah, my hands are okay. My thing is, like, I do art professionally. I know how to listen to my bod. I know how to listen when my arm tells me to stop. And so that has been helpful. It's just, you know, like, honestly, I could have finished it in 5 days if my freaking hands weren't like, oh god, Star, we're dying. If I had just been like, you know, shut up, hands, then I could have gotten them done several days earlier.
I'm legally not allowed to say swears. Sorry.
I don't know what part of that he thought was a swear. But Bronx Studios, thank you for the super chat. How did you come up with your Benalt style? I don't know what that... I assume maybe that was a typo for art style. I don't know what Benalt means. But... if it's art style, it's just I drew until I liked it. I'm sorry, I genuinely don't have a better answer for that. I just drew stuff until I liked how it looked. Genuinely, that is what happened. I'm boring. And now I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but yeah, so the books are in progress. The books are happening. And so hopefully the proofs will look good, and then we can jump straight into getting those printed, and I'm excited. Jared! Jared! He's at it again! He's at it again! Jared, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness, he can't keep getting away with it, chat. He can't keep getting away with it. If you got a gifted membership, make sure to say thank you to Jared in the chat. And if you have a membership now, you can go watch my next video early. My next video is coming out on Friday, but you can watch it right now if you have a membership. That's pretty neat. Look at this little guy. He's just so cute. I'll pinch his cheeks. Bjorn, thank you for also joining the membership. I appreciate it. My god, they are still going. It is still going. I wonder how many people have been like members for long enough to get like the yellow and green stars and have never actually paid for a membership just because Jared keeps gifting so many. Genuinely wonder how many people that applies to. Oh, eyelashes. Cute. Yeah, so this character is I follow, I think there's 3 people in this D&D campaign, and I follow 2 of them just by pure coincidence. They're 2 completely separate art styles, or artists with different art styles, and I followed them both before realizing they were in the same campaign together. I'm like, oh, neat. But there's 3 characters, and I actually have the second one bookmarked. I might just go ahead and do all 3 because I think that would be fun. Do like a set. I don't know. I just like little guys. I like little guys. I haven't paid for this yellow star. Oh my goodness, he just keeps going. Whoa! That's the wrong button. Said that's the wrong button. Yeah, I don't know how finished this is gonna be. I'm probably just gonna do like some like color, like loosely colored sketches, essentially. Little torsos. I wanna doink. I see the little divot in the hair and I'm like, it needs a little cowlick. It needs a little cowlick. Would you guys say that that is maybe one of my art trademarks? I feel like it is. I can't, hello. Matthew Prower, thank you for the coffee donation. Haven't had one of those go off in a while. Where's the music? It's there, it's just quiet. I could turn it up a little bit. We're just in a quiet part of the song. Now what about two little doinks? Now that might be pushing it. That might be pushing it a little bit. Yeah, I have coffee donations. Guys, the coffee donations have been linked in the description underneath the streams for over a year at this point, and almost no one ever uses it. But, you know, if you ever want to donate on coffee, YouTube doesn't take a chunk of that. So that's nice. YouTube takes a chunk of Super Chat and of memberships, but coffee doesn't, which is why I like to promote that for tipping. But I mean, like, I'm not going to say no, however folks want to tip stuff. And Vector can't read coffee donations, so that's the other bummer. But yeah, whenever I see a little divot in the hair, I'm like, it needs a little doink. It needs it. I'm in the UK right now, that's why my super chat method is different. Ah, yeah, you gotta pay in pounds instead. Or, British dollars, or whatever the hell the currency is there. Vector is illiterate, confirmed. He is whatever the opposite of illiterate is. He's super literate. He just doesn't like to read out loud because he's shy.
You should become the villain, the carpal tunneler.
Fluffy Bun, thank you for the super chat. The carpal tunneler sounds like a super villain name for like a super villain who just is a large mole. No. Wait. He's a large carp that digs holes. He's the carpal tunneler. Ba-dum-cha! Ba-dum-ts. Everyone laugh! That was an amazing joke! Laugh, damn you! Also, I've meant to comment on this for the last couple of streams, and I've just conveniently forgotten every time. You guys are going to hear the sound of my AC in the background, and we're all just gonna have to be okay with it. Because I am not streaming without an AC. It is almost 100 degrees here. It's freaking hot. Haha, yes, good jokes. Good, laugh at my joke. Can't hear it at all. I guess this is maybe just like a really quiet song, because I haven't adjusted the volume or anything. Okay, let's get something a little more bumpin'. There. Y'all can hear that though, right? That may be too loud. The idea is I want the music to be quiet enough that you guys can hear me. Yeah, I think it was just a quiet song. 'Twas just a quiet song. I've skipped ahead a little bit in my playlist. Do I want a little face or a little face? Like a little smile. Maybe I change where you're looking. Maybe you are looking a little off to the side and looking all cute. Cute little body. Yeah, so we're just all gonna be okay with the fact that you guys can hear my AC in the background. I know you can hear it, it's going brrr, but I refuse to stream without my AC on because it's freaking hot. So we're just all gonna be okay with it, okay? Okay. But yeah, as far as art fight goes, I told myself I just wasn't gonna do anything super duper complicated. I was gonna do, like, a handful of characters. This may be the only art fight stream that I do. I don't have too many characters bookmarked. Most of the people I have bookmarked are just like other artists that I follow. DJ, thank you for the super chat. Hello. Welcome to stream. Did I have to read that? I didn't hear him. Yeah, so I guess just circling back. He did. Okay, good. I didn't hear it, but I figured it was such a short message I might have missed it. But yeah, so I keep... See, this is why I don't this is why I do not sketch and stream at the same time. See, now that I'm in the inking phase, I can just kind of turn my brain off for a little while. But it's harder to pay attention to chat and talk and sketch at the same time because my brain has to be turned on. Like, ugh. Can't pay attention to everything. But yeah, so Kickstarter stuff is coming along. Proofs have been ordered for the cast-off books, so those will hopefully look good, and then we can go into the final print version. Do-do-do-do. 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 We are not fully hyped for the printing because your girl is still made nervous as hell by printing, and I want my books to look good, and I'm so nervous about everything that could possibly go wrong when the books go to print, and I'm scared. I'm scared, chat. I'm scared. I am very nervous about printing. And it's like, yes, and I know you might be thinking, Star, you've already printed like multiple books, and to reply to that, yes, I have printed 2 different editions of my book, How to Webcomic. However, the difference there is that How to Webcomic is mostly text, and all the colors on the illustrations are the same. And the colors also don't really matter that much, so if the colors are different, then it's fine, because the colors of the illustrations don't really matter that much. That is not the case for my beloved webcomic. My beloved webcomic, the colors are very important, and I want them to look good. Scared. It's just like, I know people who have worked with this printer before, and their books turned out really good, and it's just like, the printer has been very responsive, they've been, like, you know, like, very nice. Everything has been going fine. I'm nervous. Printing scares me. I'm just so nervous that I'm gonna, like, I have stress nightmares about getting my books printed. And this happens with literally every single print run of anything that I do ever. I remember when the very first edition of How to Webcomic came out, I have stress nightmares about the books showing up and they looked like shit. I had a stress nightmare once that, like, I got the How to Webcomic books and they showed up and all of them were, like, printed upside down. And they had, like, these big ugly watermarks over, like, every single page because I had, like, forgotten to pay a fee or something and the printer just never said anything to me. And I was like, oh god. And I had dreams like that multiple times. And again, those were just my books that were mostly text and very easy to print. And these, Cast Off is a webcomic with a lot of colors, and I love purple so much. And purple is a notoriously hard color to print. And so I'm just like, I will be in a constant state of until the books arrive at my house and they look gorgeous. Okay, that will be me the entire time. I'll just be like, and if anything goes wrong with the books at all, even a little bit, the volume on that sound will increase from to I am a profoundly nervous person. A profoundly nervous person. I am scared. And printing makes me nervous because I don't know much about it, and it's so easy for stuff to go wrong. And I scare. I scare. All the panic sounds. Yup. Yup. Me and my patented panic sounds that I get teased about all the time by people who say that they're my friends and then make fun of me when I make my scared little noises. I started emulating. Oi. Nar. It's not like the delivery guy will leave them in your driveway in the rain. We can't joke about that. We can't joke about that. We can't be joking about that because that almost did happen. And it could very well happen again. You guys know that story. You guys know that story, right? I talked about that in a video. The TLDR is the USPS gave me a heart attack from 4 states away and tried to deliver my books in the pouring rain when I was 4 states away. Oh my God. UPS, why are you like this? Why must you cause me pain? During MomoCon? No, it was during AWA last year, Anime Week in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for an anime convention and was told they would not deliver the books until after I got back from being 4 states away. And then I got a call on like the 2nd day of my trip and they were like, hey, we're gonna come deliver your books right now in the pouring rain. And I was like, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. It's in my, I have a video on my page called It's Like Accidentally Becoming a Successful Writer or something along those lines. If you guys want the full story, go watch that video. I don't want to repeat the whole thing. But just, yeah, I have an eternal beef with UPS, because believe it or not, that is the 2nd time they've done that to me. Not even the 1st time, 2nd time. 2nd time they did that to me. The 1st time it didn't actually rain, thank God, but it sure was threatening to rain that morning. And they just dropped all the books off in the middle of my dad's office's parking lot with no warning, no call ahead, no nothing. They just left him out there. Just left him out there. Just super cool of them. Oh gosh, I saw it and it went away too fast. Matthew Pryor, thank you for the coffee donation. What are your thoughts on all the things announced at Anime Expo? The only thing I know that was announced at Anime Expo is Witch Hat Atelier, and I am gonna, I'm flipping my shit over here. I am flipping my shit because I just want everybody to know before it gets crazy popular that I liked Witch Hat Atelier before it was cool. And I was crushing on Kit Free well before the anime came out. All right, okay? That man is going to make people on the internet go so feral. Because he is just so pretty. And I love him. And everyone should go read Witch Hat Atelier, by the way. It's very good. Very extreme. Probably my favorite manga that's coming out right now. Like, you know, I have other favorites. You know, Full Metal Alchemist is an eternal love of mine. Tokyo Mew Mew has a special place in my heart, despite the fact that manga is weird. Witch Hat Atelier is probably my favorite thing being released at this moment. I love Witch Hat Atelier so much. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. Artists especially should go read Witch Hat Atelier. It's not technically a manga like about whoa, I did not have my reference layers on. It's not technically a manga about art, but a lot of the stuff it isn't, but it isn't, which doesn't make sense. But you kind of have to read it and you'll get it. I'm just color picking the colors here, but they're gonna turn out a little light, I think. So I'm gonna adjust them manually here in a sec. Got the little purple sash and the little purple stripes. And the white pichu. It is, but it isn't. So it's not technically about art, right? Like the characters, I would not say, they're witches. They're not artists technically, but a lot of the stuff in it, it's just like, you have emotions about it if you are an artist. If that makes any sense at all. It probably doesn't, but just, listen, if you want to get it, just read it. What the fuck happened? Hello? Oh my god, hang on. That's why the colors turned out light. I was freaking, did I still have the, yes, why was it set to 79%? I'm gonna fight my freaking fill bucket tool. Put me in the pit with the fill bucket tool, we will fight. Witchcraft is a form of art, sort of. Well, I mean, it kind of literally is in the series because you cast spells by drawing them. And so a lot of the characters, you know, will have like revelations about the way they do their spells, which is kind of a metaphor for art and stuff. It's really sweet and everybody should go read it. Go read Witch Hat Atelier, thank me later. That's all I have to say about that. Go read it. Art is witchcraft, this is also true. It's also true. Yeah, I'm very excited for the anime because it looks pretty. It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. I like it pretty. Pretty anime. And I'm just so glad that it looks like some, you know, some real effort's being put into this adaptation. Because the manga is so gorgeous. And if the trailer was anything less than freaking mind-blowingly pretty, I would have been disappointed. Because that manga deserves it. Dang it. It's getting an anime. Yeah, they announced it earlier this month. Well, I mean, okay, so they announced it like 2 years ago. But they finally released the trailer for the anime earlier this month, and folks can go and watch it now. Wow, that's not what I meant to do. Get in the zone here for a sec. Gonna put a little purple ring around the pupil, cause that's cute. I've been experimenting with this thing where it's like I put kind of like a colored stroke around the eye highlights. That might be a little much. Cute ice. Okay, that's my tolerance is set a little high. There we go. Let's go ahead and set the background so I kind of know what color I'm aiming for here. I'm gonna be lazy with this background and we're just gonna make the big ol' circle. Big circle. Yay! And then we're gonna, yep. And we're gonna put, here's the tricky part, chat. Here's the tricky part, is then we're gonna put a lavender stroke around the whole character. Ha ha! And ya ha! Doing my secret little tricks. My sneaky, sneaky little tricks. Right before your very eyes, chat. Except I think I made this circle too dark. What if we invert this, actually? What if we make the circle purple and the background white? I think I might like that better. Yes, Q, let's go with that. We're just gonna do some like very simple shading here, because I would like to do a couple more. We're keeping it simple, we're keeping it easy. Just some little blushies. Why did my headset turn off again? Rude. Right. Do some little highlights. Very, very basic shadows to make the face pop a little more. Kind of stands out against the chin a bit more. There. Cute! Cute, cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Alright. I think we're good for this one. I'm gonna save it really quick. Cool. All right, I'm gonna take a real quick bathroom break, and then we will start on the second one. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Also, Habib and Jared. Oh, thank you guys both for 5 additional gifted memberships. Thank you. If you got gifted a membership, make sure to say thank you. And also check out my members only videos on my page. Wow. Yeah, guys, I didn't die. Just had to go to the bathroom. Gosh.
Thank you for the membership.
So needy. But yeah, so we are gonna go ahead and save that one, and we're gonna pop open a new one. And we're gonna sketch our second one. That was like 45 minutes, that's not bad. That's not bad. Do you not trust her? This is Clone of Star. Why would you even think that? Jay, do you think that if I had clones, I would not be screaming from the rooftops about how much I love having clones to help me do shit? You think that I would not be screaming about how much I love all my clones? I've wanted clones for years! If I had one, everyone would know about it! Everybody would know about it. Because I would not stop screaming. Her blood is now Baja Blast? No, that's Verity, silly. That's a Verity whose blood is Baja Blast. Silly. Oh my god, my neck just made like the wildest noise. I don't think that picked up on the mic, but... Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more expressive with this one. Just for fun. Oh, also, I forgot that I have a single button on Clip Studio that opens up my reference image that I can see. So this is character number 2. This is Copper from the webcomic Icy Copper. It's a completed comic. It's very good. You guys should all go read it. It's cute. And the creator of this comic actually did an attack on me on Art Fight a couple years ago. And I didn't see it until way after Art Fight was over for that year. And I was like, oh my god! So I gotta draw. They drew me a Frankie, and it's very, very cute. So this is a revenge like 2 years late. If Star had a clone, she'd have 3 comics, 5 more books, she'd be unstoppable. Oh, you think I'd only have 3 webcomics? Pitiful. I would have like 9. I would have so many. I've been trying to play around with my art style a little bit more recently. I really like kind of like the simplistic expressions. You can get away with just like a top line, a lower line, and then like a little dot for the eye. I think it's cute. And I've been experimenting with it mostly in my sketchbook, but I've been kind of off my game for the last couple of days. Just because I've been busy. Also, it feels weird to get like experimental when you're drawing someone else's characters. Like, I can get experimental when I'm drawing my own characters just fine, but when you're kind of trying to stay on model with someone else's art style, you're just like, Can we see the attack they did? Okay, this is going to sound so influencer, popular artist. It was several years ago and it would take a little bit to dig it out. It was several years ago and it would take a while to like go find it. Guys, I've gotten over 100 attacks just this year, and their attack on me was like 2 years ago. It would take a bit to locate. So importante. Shut up, Jay. Makes me self-conscious to even like say that. It's like I promise I'm not bragging. It's just it would take a minute and I need to focus on my drawing because you guys are here to watch me draw, not watch me dig through my Art5 profile for art that's like 2 years old. Leave me alone. Okay. I didn't notice that pointy. I don't think it's quite that pointy. Eh. I've got my reference up in a little side window, but you guys can't see it. Something about this expression is bothering me still. She is far too humble for how talented and generous she is. Make sure you remind her. Shut! I feel like I'm being mocked. I feel like I'm being mocked! Cause I feel like I'm not humble enough, you know? It's just like, I'm just shy, and I get nervous, and it's weird being perceived. I don't know. If someone wants to post cast off fan art, where would be the best place to post it? Anywhere, just like, you know, as long if I have a profile on that website, you can tag me and then I'll repost it or retweet it or whatever. There's also the Discord, but you have to be 15 to join the Discord, so if you're not, then that obviously would not work. Okay, so your hair, there's a lot going on. It's very, there's just a lot of it. How do I want to simplify these shapes? He's got little goatee ears. Like, yeah. Little fuzzy goatee ears. It's very cute. Very cute with the little fuzzy ears. Okay, where's my water? Okay, so he's kind of got like a side part. Well, it's not that far off to the side. And he's got little horns that kind of come around. I'm a sucker for a character with horns. We know this. We know this. One of the many reasons I like tieflings so much. I like horns. What? Shut up, Jay. Don't act incredulous at that. Shut up. Known tiefling enjoyer. I had a moment of weakness today, guys. there's a saying that they're like a cosplay vendor isn't specifically accurate, but there's a convention vendor who I've followed on like TikTok and Instagram for a while. They make like cosplay horns. They make like resin horns. And for a while I was just following them because it's like, ooh, the art of resin, that's very pretty. And like a lot of stuff they make is really pretty. The store is called Shimmering Chimera, by the way, if you guys want to look them up. But I saw like a random video of theirs pop up on my TikTok For You page today, and they were showing off like the different shapes of their horns. And one of their horn shapes is actually like, it's not perfect, but it's very similar to Verity's. My only complaint is that they were on the small side. They were only like an inch or two big, and if I wanted to like actually get Verity horns, I would want them to be bigger. But it's like the shape of them was very close, and if they had the right color, I would have considered it, chat. They didn't have the right color, but oh, if they did, if they had like lavender crystally horns, oh, y'all, it would have been game over for me. Game freaking over. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious. I have a problem, and it's called I like horns. They're neat. I think it's neat. Okay, so horns aren't super visible up at the top because his hair kind of covers them, so I will do that. That's extra game over because I have to get a rodent cosplay and follow you around, walking on my knees. I was gonna be like, for the first half, I was like, yeah, how would you even do that, dude? Rodent's like 4'6" at the tallest. How tall are dwarves in D&D generally? Targeted question for Jay. How tall is Rodent? I need to know this for information. I need to know this information. I also need his entire family tree. You haven't gotten that to me yet, and I'm still waiting. I'm like looking at my clock and I'm waiting. I need to know the names of all of his children and grandchildren, and I also need Certainty's entire family tree and all the silly little names that they have. I need all of them. Around 4-ish feet. Rodent's kind of short. He's about 4 foot even. Oh, small. Short. His hair's a little longer. The flowy hairs. His kids in descending order. No. I already told you that's unacceptable. No. What was the what? Because I asked you for somebody's name the other day and you said it was Fanny. I'm like, no, I refuse to accept this. Come back to me with a better name later. I'm not gonna make you improvise names, and I will not accept this as one of them. No. Don't XD at me. You fucking nerd. Jeez Louise. Oh, does he have little freckles? Does he have little freckles? Hold on one sec. Oh no, I accidentally closed out of the tab I needed. That is not the tab I needed. I think I may have already accidentally closed out the tag I needed. Please hold. Please hold. You do have little freckles. He does have little freckles, okay. He does have little freckles. Little freckles confirmed. Confirmed. I'm keeping Thorn. No, that's the worst. That's worse than Fanny. That's worse. Certainty's line is all children named for various synonyms of truth. Like, yeah, I could have figured that out, but I need to know all of them. I need to know all of them. Bornf is a good name. No, don't encourage him! Do not encourage this man. This is, God, I don't even want to, no. I can't invoke that cursed character on my stream. We can't talk about it. No justice for Fnormf. Stop. This is not a character that exists. This is a name that Jay made up specifically to make fun of me. I refuse to accept this. This is illegal. Everyone who's like justice for Fnormf, you're all going to jail. You're all banned. For the record. All banned. No. No. There's this one character that Jay has in our Sunday game that I hate so much. And he keeps coming back up. And I'm like, no, I hate this character. I hate this character. He's the worst. And yet, we keep seeing them. And I'm just like, you're just doing this to fuck with me now. Wait, is it Eli? No, you know exactly who it is. Don't play dumb. You know which character in the Sunday game I fucking hate because I told you I fucking hate the Horsemaster so much. I have told you this many times. I said it at least 4 times in our most recent session. I hate the Horsemaster. No, I don't like the Horsemaster. He's weird. Was that even a mini that just existed in the program already, or did you import that special? Who the hell is formed? Nobody. Don't worry about it. We have all forgotten about Fjormf, or whatever the hell. Who is Formf? Nobody! Nobody! Formf does not exist! He's not real! That was a standard mini? I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. Jay, do you think you can find a picture of the Horsemaster so I can show everyone why this character fucking sucks? I need to show, I've changed my mind. I need to show everyone the Horsemaster so that I'm not alone in hating this character. Buttercup the Horsemaster is a normal centaur. He is not. That is a lie and you know it. Shut your mouth. Do not lie to me on my live stream. This is a live stream, not a live stream. Send me a picture of that cursed creature. Open up Tailspire right now. Let's see if, I wonder if there's just an image.
Live platforms.
Live platform. Stop it, Fluffy Bum. Thank you for the super chat, but stop. Is this, I think this is it. I don't know if this is the exact model, but it's basically the same. It's basically the correct thing. I am this close from banning the word formed from my chat. We cannot continue this. This cannot continue. This was supposed to be a normal live stream. Here. You know what? This will make you guys forget all about Formf. This is the fucking Horsemaster. I hate him so much. I hate him. I hate this fucking horse with man legs. Thank you for the super chat. I hate him. Jay uses this as an actual character in our fucking D&D session. He's called the Horsemaster and I hate him. He's not a perfectly normal centaur. He's the most cursed thing I've ever seen. And Jay does this fucked up little voice for him like, oh, hi. He does like the Mr. Ed voice for this guy with fucking human ass legs and no middle, just horns. I hate him. I hate him so much. That is a centaur. It is not! Never speak again! Never talk to me about the Horsemaster. I hate the Horsemaster, and Jay keeps making him a plot-relevant NPC. And I'm like, no, I hate the Horsemaster. Make him go away. I don't like him. He scares me. And Jay just makes him like, he uses the movement controls in Tailspire to make him like gallop across the stage past us while doing the stupid voice. And I'm just like, God, no, no, no. To be fair, you love my other fucked up little guys. Name one fucked up little guy that I like. Name one guy that I like who is as fucked up as the Horsemaster. Because there is a sliding scale of fucked up. And the Horsemaster, I would argue, is the most fucked up thing that you have thrown at us, aside from maybe the giant beaver. But the giant beaver was not a recurring NPC. We killed the giant beaver and it's dead now. So we will never be seeing it again. We can't kill the Horsemaster. I have reason to believe he may be an immortal. He may actually be God. Who made an account named Form? I saw that message! Who made that? Who made that? No! Who did this? Who did this? No! 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 I'm crying. I can't. How can I be expected to draw and be laughing this hard at the same time? Fuck you guys. Fuck this shit. You completely derailed the stream. I'm just trying to have a good time. I almost didn't stream this week at all, just because it's like that weird part of the, like, part of my, stupid way to say this, is a weird part of my monthly art cycle where I don't have a lot of stuff that I can do on stream right now. And I can't stream my comic pages, because guys, I need you to understand how much I cannot stream the pages that I'm working on right now. I need you guys to understand how much I cannot stream even a single panel of anything that is happening in the comic right now. None of it is spoiler free. It is all fucking spoilers. The backgrounds are spoilers. The characters are spoilers. Literally everything is spoilers. And it will be for a while. Because like I finished the stream I was drawing today. Next scene, which will be shorter, can't stream that either and don't want to for various reasons. And then the scene after that, I can't stream because it will show you guys some stuff that I don't want you guys to see in advance. And then the next scene after that, I could potentially stream, but I'd have to censor like half of the entire pages. I would have to censor like most of the pages, and I don't know if that would be interesting to watch me draw if there's censor bars over 50 to 75% of every page that I draw. And like, I was thinking about it when I was like just kind of chilling by myself last night. I can't really stream much of anything for basically the entire rest of chapter 12. And I'll be able to stream like one scene of chapter 13, and then nothing after that. One scene of the next chapter, I will be able to stream, and then like nothing else, absolutely nothing after that will be streamable for the entire chapter. Now, chapter 14, I'll be able to stream almost the entirety of chapter 14, because chapter 14 is mostly, again, it's a talky chapter. It's mostly a lot of just like characters talking to each other and doing shit. Now, the contents of those conversations are going to... I love how she's talking about her spoilers and then chat is focused on form. I am trying desperately to change the subject. I don't know if you guys can tell. Desperately trying to change the subject by teasing you guys with spoilers. That usually works. Jinx, hi, hello, welcome to the worst stream I've ever done. Welcome to the worst stream. This is the worst timeline. And I hate everything that has happened in this stream. One moment. One moment. One moment. One moment. One moment. Fucking go. Just let me fucking press the buttons. One moment, chat. I'm doing something very critically important right now. You know, I warned you guys. I warned you guys that I have the power here. I warned you guys that I have the power here. You were all warned. And this is the punishment. You were all warned. You were all warned! Jared, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You guys will get forms back when you behave. When you behave, you can get that back. I told you, I warned you. I am the one with the power here. I am the one in control. That is what happens. I am the streamer. What is going on? Good question! Glad you asked! Yeah, guys, you can't say the F word in this chat. The F word is banned. I tried so hard to get you guys to move on. I was so nice. And I calmly suggested, hey guys, can we not, let's move the conversation onward. And you didn't listen, so I had to take drastic measures. I just want you guys to all know that this was your fault. So anyway, we're having a normal stream. We're having a normal stream now. Where I draw, and we're just having a nice time. I don't know what I just walked in on, but I feel like I need the urge to apologize anyway. If you did not contribute to the mutiny that happened in my chat, then you're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, guys, no, it is legit getting annoying. I would not have turned it off if it was not legitimately kind of getting annoying. We are going to move on now. Or I will end the stream because I am annoyed. I am trying to have a nice stream and it is getting very difficult.
Star means a lot.
I don't like to be real, but like I want to have a conversation with you guys and it's not working because you guys are all obsessed with this. So we're gonna move on now, okay? We're gonna be normal. But the bit is old and it is done. All right. Anyway, I am now going to change the subject, and we are all going to change the subject together, okay? I feel like I'm gentle parenting my chat. These are giving, this too much Fnorf chat is giving the streamer big feelings, and so we need to move on. Star sounds like a preschool teacher trying to explain annoyance to a bunch of rowdy toddlers. I mean, that's what chat feels like sometimes, gonna be real. I just got here, what did I miss? Nothing of value, don't worry about it. I'm just trying to ink my little drawing. But yeah, so basically I was thinking about it last night of like, when am I gonna be able to stream comic pages again? Because like, I remember, freaking, I used to be able to stream, like the first half of chapter 12, where it was just the boys talking and nothing else happening at all, was so nice because I could stream all of those pages. Like that entire first section of chapter 12, that was just like, yes, I can stream my comic pages, and this is just part of my workflow that I have things to, it's like a symbiotic relationship, you see? I have things to stream, and my comic pages get done, and it's so nice. It's so nice. And now we are just neck deep in Spoiler Town Junction. I can show you guys literally nothing about any of the pages that I finished today. I can show you guys nothing about the following scene or the scene after that. There is like one scene for the rest of this chapter that I will maybe be able to stream if I censor like half of the page. And aside from that, I got nothing. I will maybe be able to stream like one, maybe two scenes, and a handful of isolated pages in chapter 13, and then nothing after that for the entire rest of that chapter. The good news is, and I might be jinxing it by saying this, the good news is I have been working on the script for chapter 13, and I do think that chapter 13 will be on the shorter side, which I would love. However, chapter 13 is still not done being scripted yet. And I keep trying to work on it, and I keep getting stuck because a lot of big stuff happens in chapter 13. And I'm just like, okay, these are just scene after scene of hard to write. And it's just like, oh boy, oh sweet. The good news about chapter 13 is that approximately half of the chapter has been scripted for the better part of like 5 years. And I'm pretty happy with how that has been scripted still. The problem is the second half, which is the stuff that has not been written for multiple years at this point. Because, you know, sometimes I just like to go, if I'm especially motivated for like a future upcoming bit, I'll just go in and script it. Like, here's a fun fact. The scene with Zara and the Queen at the very beginning of chapter 11, I wrote that scene in 2015. I wrote that whole scene like so freaking long. Not the whole scene, just the conversation between Zara and the Queen. I scripted. It was literally one of the first, yeah, a long ass time ago. I remember I wrote that scene when I had like a bout of insomnia one night and I just could not sleep. So I stayed up late and I was real sleepy. And I remembered some wisdom from, like, some quote from a writer that I saw online. Can't remember who said it, but it was like, write when you're, like, not in your best mental state, and then edit it when you are, because when you're kind of, like, tired, or I think it was, like, write drunk, edit sober, or something like that. It's like, I don't drink, but I am eepy. And So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just work on some scripting for the scene that I've been thinking about, that I have in my head right now. And I'll just script that, like right now, and then I'll just edit it later. And it didn't end up changing much, honestly. Did it get changed at all, or did your mind not manage to change for 5+ years? Oh, it was closer to 8. Like 8 years between writing that scene and drawing it. Webcomics, am I right? But yeah, like the basic gist of it stayed the same. I think the queen, I made her bitchier. I think if anything, I made her bitchier. And I made Zara talk back less because his personality has shifted a little bit. Since, like, Zara hadn't even been introduced in the comic by the time I wrote that scene. But that scene was also planned to happen earlier. That scene was originally gonna be like at the beginning of like chapter 9, I think. And I kept pushing it back because I'm like, no, we can't do this yet. We can't do this yet. It makes more sense if this is later. And it just kept getting pushed backwards until I finally found a good place for it. And that good place was the beginning of chapter 11. So, there we go. What were some other scenes? I have an so I'll make this even worse for you guys. I'll make this even worse. I believe at this point it's going to be chapter 16. Yes. Because chapter 13 is the next one, and that's the scene where we do that thing. And then chapter 14 is the one where we deal with all the shit. And then immediately following dealing with all the shit. So yeah, so chapter 15. Chapter 15 has been almost fully scripted since 2014. And I'm not shitting you, it's been scripted for that long. Because I was just like, well, I know exactly what happens in this chapter. And didn't the comics start in 2015? Yes. Yes, it did. I have had this scene okay, here. Well, let me double check because it might have been a smidge later. It might have been a smidge later that I scripted this, not my YouTube drive. I need my cast off folder on Google Docs. I need the scripts folder. I need chapter 16. Last modified in 2021. Wait, no, is this right? Is this right? No, this is it. Okay. What is the... How do you look version history? Version history. 2020. Okay, but I think this may have been like an older or a newer version. Do I have the... God. Some of the day I because sometimes what I do is I take I take scripts. If I'm like, okay, this script needs a rewrite, I'll just copy paste it into, I'll grab the parts I like, I'll copy paste it into a new document and I'll work from there. So I may have done that because I definitely scripted the scene way earlier than that. God, there's like 7 different versions of chapter 8 in here. There's several. I'm looking at like my old scripts folder on Google Docs. And it's like multiple different versions of all these old chapters, like 2 versions of chapter 5, 1 version of chapter 6, that tracks. Chapter 8, 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 versions of chapter 8 in here. Chapter 8, I fully rewrote chapter 8 like 4 or 5 times. Because Marina and Rory almost didn't make it into the final draft of the comic. I was experimenting with versions of the story where they just did not exist. And yeah, do you guys want to know the names of some other chapters that didn't get into the final? Let's see. So most of these are existing chapters, but I've renamed them. Chapter 7 was originally called The Ambush. Mapmaker, Mountain Pass, those are all the same. Chapter 9 was originally called The Captain or The Healer. That defo must have changed at some point. Yes! Here's an old version of the conversation with the queen that happened when it happened in chapter 9. That's where that was. What happened in the rest of this chapter? Was this still everything that happened in chapter 9? Yeah? No, it's still the same. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, this is cursed. Did you... Oh, this is a different version of chapter 9. Did you... Oh, this is an old version. Oh, this is an old version. Oh. So, okay. So originally, so chapter 9 of Cast Off, if you guys don't remember, I'm not gonna show you guys because there might still be spoilers in here for stuff that made it in the comic. What year is this? What year did I do this? Version history. This 2016! That'll explain it! Last edit in 2016. That would explain it. That would explain it. For reference, the comic started in 2015, gang. That's how far back I used to script. I wish I was still that far ahead of my scripts, but no. So the original version of chapter 9, if you guys remember, chapter 9, the actual final version of chapter 9 of the comic, is basically after the group wakes up on the island, and then they get ambushed by the guards, and then Vector teleports to Goldview, and then chapter 10 is the whole act of them like getting back together. Also, I don't know if I ever commented on this. Supernova Blade, thank you for the super chat. And Fluffy Bomb, thank you for joining the membership. I demand you show us or else I toss the tea. Toss that tea then, because I cannot show you guys like old drafts of scripts. Some of this stuff might still be canon and I don't want to accidentally like have something slip past. But what I am looking at is essentially it's an outline of the chapter. This is not a fully scripted, it's like bullet points with different scenes. But a fun fact is this version, ooh, you waited 10 minutes to thank you. I'm sorry, I got caught up in stuff. So in chapter 9, the big thing that happens is the guards show up. And they're like, they menace the cast, they almost catch them, and then like the guards being there, it freaks out Vector and causes him to teleport half the group to like that city. That's what happens in chapter 9. The original chapter 9, none of that shit happened. The original chapter 9 is there is no conflict. Literally, it is just the next day. It's chapter 9 if nothing bad happened, actually. It's literally, it's almost a filler chapter because the entire chapter is literally just Marina being like, oh, I have a boat. I can take you guys back over to the mainland. Doot-de-doot-de-doo. And then I had to come up with some reason why she came along with the cast, why she and Rory ended up coming too. And it wasn't good. The good ending, yeah. It's the ending where the guard never shows up and ruins everything. And then I had to like, did I have a reason in here? Oh yeah, and there was a scene where like Ariana tries to teach Vector how to fight and it doesn't go well. He like cuts his hands and then she has like Marina heals them and then they talk more about her stuff. Oh yeah, no, they're all sparring except Marina. So they're all like outside sparring with Marina and then, or they're sparring with Ariana and then they keep coming inside to be like, Marina, Ariana punched me in the face. Oh boy. And then like they oh yeah, they like wait another day because there's a storm passing through, that's right. And then Marina's just like, oh yeah, I'll just go with you guys. I'll go with you guys, it's cool. And then it was so bad. It was boring as hell. It was boring. So I changed it. 2016, let this be a note to you guys. The first draft of your scripts don't have to be good, they just have to exist. And then once you've written them, you can be like, oh, this is bad actually, and then you make it more interesting. Gosh, what else is in here? Oh gosh, this was still when Wild was in the script. I was already waffling. I was just like, I don't know if So this is not a thing that happens, but there was originally a chapter where it kind of still exists. It kind of still exists, but it doesn't really. There were a couple different versions of chapter 10, and in one of them, they took that guard hostage. And that was the whole thing. So there's a chapter called The Hostage in here, and it's like, no, that did not last long. There was originally a version, there were several different versions of chapter 8, which is the chapter where the party gets split briefly after the teleportation, and then they all kind of show up on the island where Marina and Rory live. And originally there was a version where like Frankie was still he had not come to consciousness. And so Ariana was literally dragging his ass around and like throwing him at Rory and just being like, he's dead weight right now until he wakes up. And this tiny animal just stole from me. Yeet. Several versions of the chapter were like that. And then I did several versions of the chapter where Marina and Rory weren't in it at all. And they just like found an abandoned house and they just like sheltered from the storm in it. And there's a lot in here. I mentioned this in a video. There was a version of chapter 4, the chapter at the inn in the mountains, where the inn did get exploded. So I think this is that, because this is from 2015. Yeah. Okay, no, so this is the final version, so this is the old version. It's pretty much the same. The inn-exploding version was way back for the, like, original NaNoWriMo. Did Rory know Frankie was a robot at that point? They would have found out immediately. In that original draft, they found out immediately. And it was not a secret because Frankie was unconscious, and they're like, why is your friend unconscious? Here, maybe I can heal him. And then Marina's like, and then Ariana's like, yeah, that's not gonna work. He's got like metal bits. But yeah, so that, like I said, many different versions of that chapter, and meeting Marina and Rory went several different ways before I decided on the final version. Many different alternatives. And honestly, there's been many different alternatives for the chapter I'm writing right now as well. Chapter 13 is kind of kicking my ass. But I thought there was like one of the first scenes in chapter 13 has been giving me so much trouble for a couple different reasons, but the main reason is just because it's like, it's hard to judge how this character would act in this specific situation, just because it's like very much a lot of stuff that's going on all kind of at once. And it's just like, how do you write a character basically having a mental breakdown, but like without like actually? My headset turned off again at some point. There's my music. She's been crying a lot to us, chat, about it. No, don't tell them my secrets. Don't tell them my secrets. However, I did finally have a breakthrough on that specific scene just the other day, because I realized it's like, okay, so it's not intentional, but this kind of works as an allegory. And if I lean into the allegory, that kind of helps me figure out how to script it. That kind of gives me some ideas of how to script it if I just kind of lean into this allegory really hard. And it's like, oh, because it's like, the problem with this scene in chapter 13 is it's going through stuff that would never actually happen in real life. It's very much like talking about the fantasy of it all and the magic system. It's like, how would you react if you were told this thing? I have no point of reference. I have no point of reference for this, and neither does anybody else. How do you write this? And then I realized, oh, it's kind of an allegory, a little bit. Like, it's not intentional, but people will definitely draw this comparison. So I was just like, okay, well, if I was writing it like it was an allegory, how would I write it? And then the scene basically wrote itself, and I was like, cool. Cool beans. If it works, it works, exactly. It was not like the original intent, but honestly, it really does work. I would tell you guys, it's not necessarily spoilers. It's just, the reason I'm not telling you guys what it is because I don't want you guys to know when this conversation happens, because it kind of spoils the rest of chapter 12. I guess. You guys will know what scene it is when we get there. It's right at the beginning of chapter 13. Because right at the beginning of chapter 13, the cast will have learned some stuff. And then the beginning of chapter 13 is, well, shit, what do we do with that information? Oh, boy. It's been a time. It certainly has. And see, Sly doesn't even know the context of the scene. Because I have not been giving out too many details. But I have been moaning to my mods about, like, oh my god, this scene is impossible to write. Ah! But yeah. But yeah, so I guess, long-winded thing, all of this is to say, chat, I know everything that happens in the comic. Everything is gonna have its time. And like, my thing is, I've seen a couple people being, you know, in like the theories chat and just like chats all over the place. And like, I've seen people be like, I wish that she would just I wish that she would cover this thing. It's like, this thing or this person hasn't gotten a lot of screen time yet, and I'm kind of bummed about it, and I wish she would like focus more on that. Guys, it's all gonna have its time. I promise. It will all have its time. I would be worried if you didn't know what was going to happen in the comic and you are writing. I mean, that's kind of... I have seen some comments that kind of imply that maybe I don't know where I'm going with like certain character arcs or like certain other stuff. And I'm like, guys, just because it hasn't gotten covered yet doesn't mean that it's never getting covered. Webcomic time is the mind killer. It's like, it takes so long to get... You're basically watching a TV show 30 seconds at a time. It's like, I know how it's gonna end. I know what happens. Some stuff kind of in the middle will change, but like the important shit, I know when it's happening. I know that it is happening. If I didn't, I wouldn't have been writing. It's like, I'm not improvising. I very seldom improvise anything. The most improvisation I do, I either do well in advance when I'm scripting and I come up with an interesting idea. That's kind of how chapter 10 ended up happening, is I wasn't happy with chapter 9. And then I at some point thought, no, I remember the exact moment I came up with chapter 10, right? Because chapter 10 originally didn't exist. Like the whole scene where the whole like chapter where the party has been split by the accidental vector teleport, and then they spend that entire chapter trying to figure out how to get together. I was trying to write chapter 9, and I was so frustrated because it felt like it was boring. And then I remember where I was. This was back when I lived in Japan. This would have been like 2017. I was walking to school and I had the idea, split the party. And I was like, oh my God. But like, I came up with that. That would have been 2017. I didn't start drawing that chapter until like 2022, I don't think. I think some people just have a skewed idea of webcomic paces compared to webtoons. I've seen people claim a webcomic is bad, though said webcomic only had 2 pages of build-up. Yeah, no, like the thing with Cast-Off is that like everything is build-up. Not everything. I don't want to imply that like every single little tiny thing is build-up, but a lot of it is. And what's fun is that when a lot of the stuff in your comic is foreshadowing, people will soon think that everything is foreshadowing and latch onto every single little tiny thing, which is kind of terrifying for me at times, because I'm just like, oh no, that thing's insignificant, but people are really latching onto it. Well, they'll figure it out eventually. But a lot of it is. Only 2 pages of the prologue came out and that was it. Oh, no, that's wild. That's wild. No, but like I've known how the comic was going to end. I've known so the thing is, like, I know all the events of the comic. It's just the how is mostly what changes. I've like completely restructured the ending of the comic a couple of times at this point. The basic events are still the same. And what happens is still essentially the same. It's mostly the setup that changes, honestly. And it's mostly the setup that has been changing. And the only exemptions to that I can't talk about because they're still, it's spoilers still. And they will be spoilers for a while. It's like when a DM describes a chair with a little too much detail and then the party latches onto it. Yeah, it's a bit like that. But even then, it's like, I don't think I went into too much detail describing this chair, and yet people are latching onto it like crazy. Okay, they'll figure out that it's nothing later. But yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is that like everything is going to have its time. Characters that haven't gotten a lot of screen time yet, they will get more when the time comes for it. I know that people are real impatient to learn more about the zebra herd. I know that people want like everybody else to figure out that Rory is a robot. I want to think, it's like, I know that people want to see like more of the characters get more development, like the kind of the back half of the party, right? Like Marina and Rory and Zara and his whole crew. Everybody wants them to get more development. I want them to get more development. It's just not time yet. We're gonna get there. They're gonna have their arcs. We're gonna get there. Did I say Rory is a robot? I mean Frankie. I can talk. I can speak words. Ugh. Bleh. Frankie is a robot. I'm stupid. I know the names of my characters. I misspeak. I will vote for the Zebra Herd Mill Club until I see my boys. Yeah. They will have more screen time, you guys. I promise. It's just not time yet. It's like I am doing things in a specific order for a specific reason. And most of the specific reason is just the flow and pacing of things. Rory's not a robot! Drop it, guys, I just misspoke. Imagine if she was, yeah, right. I thought I muted all the big stuff. Uh-oh. But yeah, so there's just a lot. But yeah, like characters will have their time. I'm very excited for the next couple. I will go ahead and tell you guys this much. I will tell you guys this much. The next, I'm not gonna say exactly when. And don't hold your breath because we all know that webcomics take a long time. And when I say soon, it could mean next month, it could mean in 2 years. But soon, I am so excited because we are finally getting into some of Marina's shit soon. And I'm just like, yes, my daughter, my baby girl, yes! I'm excited. We're gonna figure out what her shit's going on. And then we're gonna get Rory stuff after that as well. I need to figure out exactly when I'm gonna do the Rory stuff, because I was thinking about doing it at one point, but it's like, that chapter's already long enough. I might push it back or I might push it forward. I'm not sure. I gotta figure out exactly where I want the Rory stuff to go. But I know when it's going to happen. Because that's another scene. It's not like actually scripted, but I've had that scene in my head for literal years. For so long. Soon equals see you in 2 years. Yeah, like we're gonna get, like guys, I promise, we're gonna get stuff. It's just, I wanted to do certain things in a certain order, right? In a way that makes sense for the narrative and will have the most, impact on the story, right? It's not the most realistic for a character to come out and like, for people that she's known for like a week and be like, here's my entire tragic backstory. Bleh. And so, you know, I wanted to come up naturally within the story, but I didn't want to do it off screen because then the audience doesn't get to see it. But yeah, we're gonna get Marina's backstory. She's gonna have her whole character arc. That's gonna be fun. Rory's gonna have her whole thing. I am so excited for Rory in the next couple of chapters. We're gonna get to see some stuff out of her that we haven't really gotten to see much of yet. And I love Rory so much. She is such a fun character. And I can't wait for you guys to see more of her stuff. There's like one scene in particular in chapter 14 with her that I am just so excited about. It's not like an especially epic scene or anything. It's just one that I know is going to cause emotions. and I'm so excited. It's not her backstory scene, it's just another scene of her and like some of the other characters that I really like. Rory's gonna have a lot in chapter 14, and I'm very excited for her. A lot of the characters will have a... Chapter 14 is literally just everybody is going through shit, and we're all gonna talk... Chapter 14 is essentially group therapy under duress, and I'm so excited for that whole chapter. Oh, it's been fun. Honestly, it's like I need to work on the chapter 13 script, but I'm just like chomping at the bit to write the chapter 14 script, because the chapter 14, I'm gonna have so much fun. Group therapy under duress. I'm so excited for chapter 14. And then chapter 15, I'm also very excited for an entirely separate reason that I cannot tell you guys about. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up, you guys, and I am so excited for you guys to see it in 2 to 4 years. But hey, you know what? The good news is that I am finally getting to a point where I am comfortable going back to twice weekly updates. So those will be happening soon. And so now I can torture you guys in double time. Gish, gish, gish. The feelings will happen much quicker. This is torture, please continue. Okay, I shall continue. But yeah, like Zara and his squad, they're gonna get their development. There's gonna be, I'm so excited for so much stuff to happen. There's so many scenes I'm excited about. There's like this one scene. We're gonna get some more of the queen and her shit in coming up chapters. We're gonna learn more about her and like Briss and all of their fucking shit. We're gonna learn more about them, and I am so excited for those scenes. Hoo boy. You guys have no idea. They have their own playlist. They have their own playlist, and I have been adding a lot of songs to it recently. And the most recent find for their playlist, I don't know if I've added it to the official playlist yet. Have I? Have I added this onto the official playlist or not? I don't know if I did. I did put it on the actual playlist. So I've been on a little bit of a fish in a birdcage kick recently. They're kind of like a folky type of band. I've been listening to a couple of their songs recently because I saw a clip of one song on TikTok and I was like, ooh, this is schwanky. What's this? And I went and listened to the rest of the song and I was like, oh, okay, woo. Very good OC band. Yeah, fish don't belong in bird cages. No, there's a band. So Fish in a Birdcage, all of their songs are, start with like, yes, it was Rule 34. If you guys have not heard that song, it's like, oh boy. And so here's the thing. Briss and the Queen do not have that kind of relationship, but some of the lyrics of that song make me go, It's like there's other implications. Don't worry about it. Go look up the song if you want to know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do you guys want to listen to it? Do you guys want to listen to it and get the stream demonetized? They ain't bonking butt. Yeah, basically. It's like, okay, take this song, remove the sexual implications from it, and it is like, oh my god. You guys want to listen to it? You guys want to listen to it? You guys want to... Okay, so like, when I first heard this song, the first thing I thought was, ooh, cello. And then I kept listening to it, and I was like, that's dramatic. Okay, here. You'll have to turn up the music. I know, I'm gonna turn it up. Here, we're gonna listen to this together, and we're gonna get the stream demonetized. Everybody say demonetization! Woo! Cello. I've been listening to this song on loop. It's so good. Candle burning slowly by the bed.
Shadows tangle like a vine, crawling up the posts within our shrine. And right now you're mine.
A little low for me.
All mine. Giving your mine.
All mine. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love a funky cello. I don't have the lyrics super duper memorized though.
Love that you shake when I ravage your skin. It's so easy to bite with your hands pinned.
Shadows dancing on the sheets.
If you
Obey, I might give you a treat.
right now you're
Mine. All mine. It's like, okay, take the sexy implications out of it, and it's like, it's good jam. And I cannot go into any more details. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
You look so good. They're on your knees.
I need you guys to imagine me just like driving around my neighborhood and blasting this and like just scream singing to it. Look at me, look me in the eyes. Forget yourself, surrender your mind. Right now, mine, all mine,
Giving your
mine, all mine. What must your neighbors think? They don't have to know. It's fine. Don't even worry about it, neighbors. But yeah, someone said it well. It's mostly like the possessiveness of it all is very just like, oh yes, this works. This works. Okay, we don't need to listen to the whole playlist though. Rule 34 by Fish in a Birdcage is the name of that song for the record. But yeah. It's a jam! And we are now going back to our chill Zelda music. Yeah, there's a lot of like dark villainy kind of like nyoho type of music in there for various reasons. But I mean, you guys can probably figure out why. It's my villain playlist. Want to add this to my villain playlist now, sexy if it's included? Yeah! It's a good villain song. I've got a lot of villain songs in their mutual playlist. Because guys, it's not a secret that they're the villains of the story, right? That's not a secret. That's not a fucking secret, right? But yeah, I have a lot of villainy songs on their list that I just like, you know, sometimes you just want to go a little apeshit and you listen to your villain playlist. There's a lot of, who's the villain? The Queen and General Briss. Like, you take one look at those punks and it's villain coded. And it's obvious for a reason. What? A monarch, a villain? Who would have known? I know, right? It's almost like there's like symbolism and messaging encoded into the story in that aspect that, you know, maybe but yeah, I've got a lot of like very villainy type songs on there. I'll read you guys the song list, the list of song titles. Lonely King, Cult Leader, Body by Mother is in there. Hollow by Cloud Eater. I don't know if you guys know that one, but that one's a bop. Twisted, Emperor's New Clothes, Wicked Ones, literally just a song called Villain. Control, I have the Lord remix of Everybody Wants to Rule the World because of course I do. Body, interesting. Yeah, every playlist I make has to have a Mother song in there. I have so many. It's Alright by Mother is a Zara song, and I will hear no arguments I will hear no arguments. Basically, everybody's playlist has at least one Mother song in there. And yeah, and then yeah, the Rule 34 song. Lonely King CG5 mentioned, yeah! It's a good jam. That's the first song on the playlist. Mother is a pretty good jam. I enjoy a lot of their tunes, yes. Hayloft 2 is very much, there's so many common denominators between Emery and Ariana's playlists. But Hayloft 2 is very firmly an Emery/Ariana song. So good. Very much a song for both of them because it is about fucking up people who have wronged you. And they love that. They love doing that. But Ghosting is also on Ariana's playlist, and that one's not on Emery's. That one's just an Ariana song. I love that song. That is not the color that I wanted. I think I drew a piece about that one a while back of just like a lot of the lyrics of Ghosting work really well for Ariana, like some of the stuff that happens with her later in the plot that we're gonna get into in like the teens chapters. Hayloft does Hayloft specifically, Hayloft 2. Hayloft 1, not so much. Hayloft 2, absolutely yes. What are some other ones? I feel like, what's the... I have a Mother song on my Vector playlist, don't I? I think I do. I do. Might be one of the ones that doesn't have one. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't add it to his official playlist. Here, let me look at... I love how distracted we're getting. Let me look at the songs I have liked by Mother, and we'll go through these. You've liked 13 songs by Mother. I know I have. Oh, Wrecking Ball is very much a Rory song. That one. Arms Tonight is for another character. Don't worry about it. Oh, I have some of these liked twice. Okay, no, I guess some song must have been by somebody else. But yeah, I have a lot of Mother songs on various character playlists. Character playlists are very important business. Yes, they are. I can't have a character and not have a playlist for them, honestly. It's just like every character I make has to have a playlist. And I mean, I'm not, like random OCs less, but if I'm actually using them in a story, they must have a playlist. I Got Love for Frankie. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one. I need to go back and like listen to more of their albums. Oh My Heart is the one that I've listened to the most, but I haven't listened to a lot of their other stuff. I need to get more into them. Oh no, that's what it was. That's what it was. It was another Fish in a Birdcage song that I recently added that was really good for Vector. Rule 13 Waterfall. I need to go ahead and just add that to my Vector playlist because I keep thinking about him whenever I play that song. I can't give most of my comic characters playlists because half of them haven't had trauma yet, and some of the songs I have for them are major spoilers alone. Oh yes, I have entire playlists. I have a spoiler and non-spoiler playlist for Zara, you guys. That boy's got 2 playlists. Dang, Zara, you're so traumatized that Star lets you have 2 playlists? Yes. Yes. Technically, Ariana does too, but this is less a single character playlist and more of a, like, a double character play. I have a couple of, like, playlists that are, like, double characters. I also have a very short playlist, for, the Black Wings. We don't even know their fucking names. They've got a playlist. There's not a lot of songs on it. There's only 6 songs on it right now. But you know. Yeah, I forget, it's like half of these are not public playlists yet. I also have just my assorted ones, but I think most of these are. I have a playlist for like the cast off epilogue chapter, which I'm already planning, and it's already written in my head. Ariana has 2 lists if you count Emery's. All right, asshole, get out of here. We don't need to be doing this to me. We don't need to be calling me the fuck out like this. Jukebox the Ghost is another band that I have that's like, I have at least one song by them on every character's playlist. If you guys liked some of the songs that I've been mentioning and you have not listened to Jukebox the Ghost, go do that. Their songs are fucking bangers, and they have like such a wide variety of stuff too. They have one song in particular that makes me cry like a baby almost every time I hear it. Let me find it. It's called Undeniable You. And I've been listening to it recently because I realized it also works extremely well for Verity and Rodin. So that song's on that playlist now. Who in the cast gets curses by the Crane Wives? Good question. Is that the one you sent me a while ago? Yes. That playlist. So I have, Verity has her own playlist, and then I also have a Verity and Rodin playlist, which the subtitle is basically just like 200 years of pining. She elbow dropped me with the song, yes! I have a playlist. It's called Crystalline Stone. It is the Verity and Rodin 200 years of pining songs. And it is a playlist I specifically crafted to kill Jay. We're gonna listen to the song now. Everybody say demonetization, because I need you guys to hear this. It's quiet at the beginning. There.
The undeniable truth.
This song, okay, hang on. Before we get too deep into this, pause. Before we get too deep into the song, I need you guys to understand that this is one of those songs that I have. This song came out in like 2014. All right, that's when this album came out. I have to fight the urge to cry almost every single time I listen to this because I think about my babies in relation to this song. I think about specifically one character singing this song to another character, and it gets me in the gut so hard I cry. And I cannot explain why until the epilogue of Cast Off. I will not be able to explain why until the comic is over. But we're gonna listen to the song and we're gonna imagine our little DIY blorbos to it. And if you want to, just think about your own characters to it. But here we go. Boom. I restarted the song because I want to sing to it and get emotional about it because I'm a dork.
The truth, the undeniable truth, that a few days ago I didn't think that I could have seen this through. But then you, undeniable you.
Song is Undeniable You by Jukebox the Ghost, by the way.
Came to me like a dream, and it changed me through and through. Because I was broken good. Never thought that I could love again. I thought I'd leave this world a lonely man, but then you, undeniable you, changed me through and through.
Molly. She heard me singing, and so now she's here.
Oh, the truth, the damn hard truth, that I didn't think I was capable of loving anyone, even you. But then you, undeniable you, you came to me like a dream, and you changed me through and through. Oh, because I was broken good. Never thought that I could love again. I thought I'd leave this world a lonely man, but then you, undeniable you, changed me through and through.
Do I you gotta sucker punch me like this because I'm violent with my feelings. You guys don't even know what character this is about yet. Undeniable you. She always does this. I do. Undeniable you. Undeniable you. You changed me through and through. So that song makes me cry every time I hear it because I think about my DIY blorbles and I get sad. And there's actually another song on the same album that works for that same pairing, but I like it it's less heart-wrenching, but it also isn't. It's like they're heart-wrenching for two entirely different reasons. That one is like kills me because I can imagine the exact scene that it would play behind. And it's just like, oh, it's so good. But there is another song that, where is it? Long Way Home. Okay, Long Way Home by Jukebox the Ghost is like it's a duet, first of all. So that tells you a lot. Same couple. Song is on the same album. Name of the song, that is Undeniable You by Jukebox the Ghost. This one is the same. And we're gonna listen to this one too, and you guys will understand. How does this one? This is one of the least listened to songs on this album, and that is a fucking crime. It's gorgeous. I love this song. Anyway, Long Way Home by Jukebox the Ghost. Makes me cry for similar but different reasons. Seems like many years ago. It's strange how you can never know who's going to stay with you and who will leave. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? We walked through the park at night, gazing up at all the satellites in the city made it hard to see. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? On that night, long ago, walking down a road that we used to know, and you said, let's take it slow. Let's take the long way home. Let's take the long way home. Oh, it's so good, I cry. One day further down the road, with full-grown children of your own, if I pass by you on a busy street, will you remember? That night, long ago, walking down the road that we used to know, and you said, let's take it slow, let's take the long way home. My voice is a little torn up already. Let's take the long way home. Sorry, my voice is a little crunchy. One day down the road you'll find everything you hid inside. Caught beneath the ocean, searching for a sign of life. One day down the road you'll find... Okay, you ready for the best line in the song? Something that you kept inside. Caught beneath the ocean, but one of us is still alive. Oh, so good! One day down the road you'll find everything you hid inside. ago, walking down the roads that we used to know. You said, let's take it slow.
Let's take the long way home.
So, who wants to guess what pair of characters that song's about? Now I'm having OC feels good. Everybody listen to Jukebox the Ghost. They are criminally underappreciated and they need more love. Their self-titled album came out during the worst depression of my life and it was extremely healing. And that is the album that this song is on. My wonder, good question. Random guess, Ariana Marina? Interesting. 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 The animatic this song is making in my head is insane. Hell yeah, make song. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hey guys. Hey. This stream is getting demonetized. Do you guys want to listen to some other tunes that make me cry? Because let me tell you, so I'm not like huge into the whole epic thing. I haven't listened to most of the songs, but I cannot even begin to explain to you the chapter 12 animatic that is just forming in my brain every time I listen to Just a Man. This is a fucking chapter 12 song. Holy shit, this is a chapter 12 song. Like, this is just Sage is singing this. This is not even spoilers at this point. Sage is fucking singing this song, and it is about to, we're gonna listen to it together. Just imagine cast off chapter 12 to this. Oh, hold on, we got a super chat coming in.
Hi Star. This is the first stream I've caught, and I want to say your art inspires me so much and cast off is so awesome, Vector is so precious, D. Thanks for being super cool.
Izzy Floofs, thank you for this super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for reading the comic, and I'm glad you're having a good time. Let's get sad. Okay, so yes, I need you guys to imagine Sage singing this to Vector in chapter 12. Like, knowing now kind of what we know about chapter 12. The information that we have gained from chapter 12. Sage singing this to Vector. Imagine it. Think about it. Think about it.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine.
You're as old as he was when I left for war. Make sure you listen to the right version. Don't worry, this is a new one.
His actions
Haunt my days, every man I've slain. Is this price I pay? Endless pain.
Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm
Just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a... So for the record, mostly the chorus is what I'm talking about.
But when
Does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster? Does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
I'm just star mine.
Do you guys get it? Do you guys get it? Do you get it though? Do you get it? Y'all, that song has had me by the throat for months. Oh boy. By the time we finish chapter 12, it will be even worse, guys. Like, the scene I just finished drawing today is very much the scene that would play behind when does the reason become the blame line, because holy shit. YouTube, you were playing copyrighted music. Star, technically I was giving them free marketing. It's fine. Listen, here's the thing. I don't really earn a lot of ad revenue off my streams anyway. I don't give a shit if my streams are monetized or not. As long as I don't lose my super chats and my memberships, then I'm fine. I stream multiple times a week. I don't care if like 1 or 2 streams gets demonetized for the sake of my brain worms. So I only know 2 songs from Epic. The other one is Open Arms. And that one is on my Zara playlist. Because holy shit. Oh my god. Star's musical brainworms are notorious. They are! They are! Okay, I cannot explain to you why. But we are going to listen to this one, and I'm not going to tell you who's who, but I will tell you that one of them is Zara. And the song is very much on my Zara playlist. What about Thunderbringer? I haven't listened to the rest. I've only listened to like these 2 songs. I need to listen to the rest. Because yeah, just these 2 songs give me so much brainworms. Yeah, we will listen to this one too. I'm not gonna tell you who's who, but animatics in my head for this one too.
Huh? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend, and find politics. Think of all that we have been through, we'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword enough shed. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. If we have a chance for some adjustment, give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever it takes, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Welcome.
Stay back!
Stay back.
My friend, greet the world with open arms. We're only here for food. 600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes. See?
So cute.
It's amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we get with open arms. Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat?
The cave, Carrie Cave.
A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave?
East, that way.
That way.
Thank you.
Welcome.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You can relax, my friend.
I can't explain the animatic in my head to that song because of spoilers, but oh my god. Okay. Listen, guys. Once we start chapter 16, I can explain to you guys that song and the relevant bits of that song and why it makes me go a little crazy. I will be able to explain it to you guys once we get to chapter 16, and no sooner than that. No sooner than that. Star, you need to make song covers. I've been thinking about it, honestly, but like, I don't know how to mix audio for shit. And paying for that kind of stuff is expensive. And I don't know. I've thought about it. Yeah, that won't be till 2030. Hey! Your voice is so pretty. I'm glad you guys think so. My voice is already trashed from all the yelling I've done on this stream so far, so I'm glad it still sounds somewhat decent. I thought about doing a karaoke stream this week, but I decided against it because I didn't have, like, the motivation to go put together a set list. Maybe next week. You have 131k subs to help you, so yeah, but the thing is, like, if I started doing music randomly, I don't know. I think I'd want to post them to my second channel if I ever did song covers. Just because, like, I want to keep this one, you know, focused on the art and stuff. And also, when I tried to branch out and do gaming stuff, like, nobody watched those videos, and it fucked me up in the algorithm for a very long time. So I would like to not repeat that. But, you know, I've got my second channel, so I might, like, post some low-key stuff on there. But, yeah. Oof, my voice is crunchy. My voice is crunchy. Ugh. So I ended up shading this one a lot more than the other one. Izzy Floofs, thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate it. Thank you. Crunchy voice, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm pretty much done with this one, though. I think this looks cute. I just kind of kept going on the shading because I didn't want to start a new sketch and then get all, like, get my brain all scrombombulated. I hope you guys enjoyed the impromptu karaoke stream. Listen, if folks are really into it, maybe I'll do some really low-key song covers and just post them on my second channel and try and, like, mix the audio myself. They will not sound great, but just for fun, just for funsies, maybe I will do a couple. Just like little ones. I don't know. The problem is a lot of the songs that I would love to do covers of, they do not have instrumental versions out. They do not have instrumental versions out. You know I like to mix music. Do you? I mean, I know you do that for D&D, but have you ever done, like, singing vocals with... Have you ever done anything like song covers? Because if you have, then I think we need to have that conversation. I know you like to do, like, music stuff for D&D, but I'm talking about doing, like, mixing vocals into existing music. I don't know anything about that. That's what I would need help with. But yeah, I've never tried. Well, I mean, my thing is just like, if I wanted to start doing song covers, I would need to, you know, like mix the vocals into the instrumental tracks of the original song. And that's, I don't know how to do that aside from just play the two on top of each other and pray, right? But yeah, I don't know. If folks are into it, maybe he's trying to be funny. It's not working. It's not working. You can't tell me not one person. And out of 131k people can do that. It's not that the people don't exist. It's that I would want to pay people for their time if they're going to do that for me. And I get nervous about that kind of thing. I like singing on I'm okay singing on streams because it's like, it's low key and there's not a whole lot of people here. And I get nervous about like actually posting song covers, and I don't know if people would like it or listen to it, and I don't know. I have a few ideas. So you're too nice. Well, listen, it's like, the thing is, I would want to pay somebody to do that for me, but then like if I hire somebody to do it, then it feels like too much of a thing, and if it feels like too much of a thing, then I'm gonna get nervous, and then I'm not gonna want to do it anymore. I get nervous when things are a capital B, capital D, big deal. I'm scared because then like other people have to listen to my like voice and like listen to it a lot while they're like mixing the audio, and that makes me nervous. It's like, no, don't listen to my voice that hard. Just make it thing. Stop overthinking. It's not possible. I overthink for a living. That's what I do. I don't know. I'll think about it. Drop your cover request in the Discord. I don't know. Don't forget to turn the background music back on. No, I'm leaving it off for a little bit. I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and cut the stream here because I am done with. I did two pieces. We already listened to your voice a whole lot. Yeah, talking is very different from singing. Talking is very different from singing. And I feel like if I make, an actual video, make it like an actual dedicated video for a song cover, that it's a thing, and it's fear, scare. I don't know. I don't know. I get nervous about this kind of stuff because like music is one of those things that I don't really know that much about. I scream sing in my car a lot, and that's why I have like even a decent amount of vocal knowledge. I never like took voice lessons or anything, but I don't know. If I put them on my bonus channel, would you guys want that? I don't know. Fine. Fine, maybe. 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 Okay, fine. I will consider it. I will think about it. I will consider it. Drop your cover suggestions in my Discord and the stream channel, and I'll think about it. In the meantime, though, I think I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. I am, Space Cowgirl 95, thank you for the membership. Nothing
to do it.
Yeah, I guess that is the thing, isn't it? All right, well, here, if you guys really want to do that, go follow my second channel, because that's where I'm going to be posting these. Can I tag... It's like hyphen, etc. I think. Here, that's my second channel. It's just the same, but it has the hyphen, etc. after it. Go follow my second channel because that's where any music stuff is gonna get. That's my whatever the fuck channel. Thank you, Sly. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and call the stream here because I'm gonna go eat dinner and rest my voice. But thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys had a good time. I will see you guys later. We're not gonna stream on Friday. Next stream will be sometime next week. But I will see you guys later. Goodbye.